You've got to be kidding me. Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, apparently that trashy shit Velma show on HBO Max, Mindy Kaling's Kaling, or whatever her name is, her swan song to Velma, is apparently inspired by the love of the original content. You're fucking kidding me. Well, let's get into this. From Bounding into Comic, shout out to my boy Spence. So yeah, Velma's cast and creator claim HBO Max series inspired by their love of both animation and previous Scooby Doo cartoons. Wow. So yeah, having seemingly realized that bastardizing a beloved IP and insulting your potential audience is not a winning strategy. No, it isn't. For endearing one's work to the public, the cast and crew, or creator, of HBO Max's Velma, in name only, has attempted to claim their mean-spirited take on Scooby Doo was born from their own love for both the original Mystery Gang and the medium of animation. So, your hatred for everybody around you is because you love the Scooby Gang? You're race swapping, turning Velma into what she originally, or away from what she originally was, is because of your love for her? I'm confused, but let's get into it, shall we? The co-conspirators in the murder of Joe Ruby and Ken Spears' most beloved Hanna-Barbera creation put forth their respective defenses during a recent interview regarding the series given to TV Insider. Met at the interview's onset by the most embarrassingly gushing praise of the TV's insiders, Damian Holbrook, over how joke-packed he found each episode of Velma to be. Series star Mindy Kaling opined, "I think that's something that we really loved about animated shows." You want that joke-packed or what? I mean, yeah. Animated shows are joke-packed, yours isn't. "Charlie and I are such huge fans," said the actress. "What's so impressive about series creator and regular Kaling collaborator Charlie Grandy and his staff is that to do a show that is funny but also has a real mystery, there's a serial murderer in the show, is really impressive to pack into a half-hour show." Yeah. From there, Holbrook raised the topic of the series race swapping of Velma from a white to an Indian woman, to which Kaling, who herself regularly promoted the show by boasting about the orange sweated sleuth's new heritage, dismissed. Sorry, I had to clean my glasses. It's interesting. Her identity is a big part of what people have been talking about before they've seen the show, but it's not a big part of her storytelling and her life. That doesn't matter. You changed her race simply to make her more identifiable with you. That says more about you, Mindy, than anything else. It says, I can't identify with a person unless they look exactly like me. That is a very shallow and racist way of thinking. This is a character. She's so iconic. No, your character isn't. Your character is shit. Literally shit. Velma, the original Velma, the one that people are spreading a meme around of, the one bitch slapping yours, she's the real icon. Basically telling you, Jinky, shut the fuck up. But anyway, this is a character, she's so iconic, and the original series is so amazing. Then why would you seek to change it? Why would you seek to change it? And we have a really diverse cast, But that's not a show that's sort of hinged on their identity. So that's probably why even the side that you were pandering to hated it, because it wasn't focused on identity and whatnot. I haven't seen the Velma shows, folks, so I can't really speak on it other than I know from Rotten Tomatoes and many, many other people whom I trust and whom I've seen. All of them are saying it's trash. But continuing on, likewise, Grandy himself tried to claim that it was a dream to work on such a classic IP as Scooby Doo. He didn't, because this isn't Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo's not even in the show yet. The fun of an origin story is that we all know where they end up, so it's okay. Or so it's about, okay, where can we start them? You're saying this is an origin story to the Mystery Gang. You're saying that the Mystery Gang that we all know and love, this is their beginning. Let's unpack that, shall we? So Velma is going to get her skin bleached. Apparently so is Shaggy. Apparently Freddy is somehow going to go through a second puberty so he can be more manly. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, what are you exactly saying here? Because if that's what you're saying, or what you just said, wow. Then in terms of just sort of terms of the mystery, I always wanted to do a season-long mystery, so kind of figure out and work backwards. And where you plant that information and how it can come back to the comedic series was difficult. But it's really, really fun, says the series creator. That's the fun, the tension of it, he continued. The characters all stem from this original idea of they're all so comfortable with each other. They're in a van all the time and they don't really bicker. So it's like, how do you get that comfortable with people so you don't go through just a lot of shit to get to that point? So it's fun to show what it is. So, also, if you're saying that this is an origin story to the Scooby Doo gang, well, then that means that Daphne was never a lesbian, nor was Velma. Yeah, you guys are fucking retarded. Anyway, asked next whether the scripts overload the pop culture references and supposed jokes were the result of the writing team's efforts to Kaling's own comedy stylings, the actress admitted, I did zero improvisation. The scripts are just so tightly scripted, it didn't need it. That's immaterial. Only goes towards bad writing. Yeah. What I love about the characters is that she has these razor-sharp feminist observations. You mean your feminazi, 4th, 5th, and 6th wave feminism? About being a young woman in the way that where you're like, I wish I could have been, or said that thing, or encapsulated the moment like she did, or Daphne did, or some of the other female characters, Kaling opined. But it's all Charlie and the staff. So this Charlie and the staff, or this Charlie guy and the other writers, apparently are writing for female characters. Nice, good to know. That should piss off more people. Offering his own thoughts on stepping into the shoes of the iconic character Shaggy, Norville, voice actor Sam Richardson recalled to Holbrook, I just love Scooby Doo and I loved all the characters so much. I grew up watching them. And you agreed to play this character? I know fans love to have problems with things, so I was excited to get into that realm. He joked, making reference to how he's playing, in his words, a sober black Shaggy. Yet, despite this, supposed love for the original team and their adventures, an anecdote given by Fred voice actor Glenn Howerton would suggest otherwise. Speaking to his approach towards voicing the butt of the series' tired white people bad line of humor, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia's co-creator explained that he wanted to make him a little more immature, a little more petulant, sound a little more like a high school kid. The way I interpreted the character was completely driven by the scripts I got handed, said Howerton. What do they seem to be going on here? Or what do they seem to be going on for here? Or going for here? Let me lean into that. He's clearly an entitled, petulant kid who's somewhat clueless, or everyone described him almost like an innocent bully. He's like a bully, but he's completely unaware of how offensive the things are that he's saying. Further described the actor. In his mind, he's super nice. He says and does awful things, so that was a funny thing to lean into. Basically describing how all white people are bad because everything they say is racist, and even though it's not intended, it's the microaggressions. New episodes of Velma can be caught every Thursday on HBO Max. So yeah, apparently these idiots are trying to say that they love the original show. That this completely disgraceful thing, it really can't be defined other than a thing, is somehow a love song to the original Scooby Doo series and animation and the world of animation. If that is the case, then these people are living in a world that is devoid of reality and rich in delusion. They absolutely have no respect for anybody other than their own shallow points of view. They think that they are somehow superior to everybody else because, well, this is how we view everybody else. They view white people as racist in every single way, absolutely stupid, and completely devoid of any form of respectable behavior. And they view people who are actually white, who they wanted to change because of diversity. They want them to be more smarter than people. How is this exactly supposed to make everything better in Hollywood? You don't commit two wrongs and expect to make a right. You see, yes, there could have been a little bit more diversity in the past in Hollywood. Sure, fine, I'll admit that. However, you do not try balancing the scales by making another wrong and bashing the people who were most prominent in Hollywood at the time and expecting people to not hit back at you. I mean, honestly, this show, I won't watch it. It's not Scooby Doo. It has nothing to do with the Mystery Gang. I will remain loyal to what I grew up with. The original Scooby Doo show and the ones growing up. Those are the ones that I will remain loyal to. Those god-awful live-action movies can go fuck off a cliff. Good actors and whatnot, but no. Never could get into it. Anyway, folks, yeah, these people seriously need a wake up call to reality, because they are living in a world that is not reality. Anyway, if you like this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below, folks. Make sure that you share my content out as much as you can. It helps get the channel noticed. And I'm trying to get to 4,000 hours so I can get eligible for monetization. So yeah, support the channel as best you can. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.